Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George, we have a very important dilemma here for Oshinoko. Extremely important, vital to the plot. One of the most important things we'll discuss on the channel. Who are these high schoolers going to date? That's the question.
Who are they going to date? Indeed. That is the most important thing happening.
100%. We got a scene here. Yes. The sun is setting. All of the other classmate people, I guess they're not classmates, but the other definitely not actors, are all looking at the one girl. Maybe she's going to make a confession here. Maybe she's going to vote herself off the island.
Perfect. This would be a perfect time for a confession, yes.
Yep.
With the sun behind her.
Yep.
Giving her, what's the thing? Golden hour. Golden hour.
Golden hour, is that what they call it?
Yeah, I think it's like a time where it's great to take pictures because the lighting's great, right? Like around sunset kind of stuff. So
I never use Instagram, so I don't know this lingo. So
I don't know this from Instagram. This is just like a thing.
Oh, okay. I don't go outside,
through osmosis.
So I don't know anything like that. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be kind of difficult to do a confession here, though, when there's other people. That's kind of weird. I guess it's fine. It happens.
No, dude, this is for the drama, man.
Oh,
this is a totally organic, non-scripted scene, just perfectly framed right here where everybody's looking at her, dude. This is going to be,
okay.
They have received zero direction, and she's going to confess her love for Aqua. And he is going to outwardly reciprocate totally, but inwardly, he's not even here, bro. His mind, his desires are somewhere else. Yes, exactly.
Listen, all that needs to happen is at the end of the day, the YouTuber girl needs to win. Both because she's on our team, she's literally a YouTuber.
She's on our team, huh? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And two, because she's cute AF. So she needs to win. Okay, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
Actually, I'm calling it right now. Are we gonna get any progress here? Or are we gonna play frick about with dating sims IRL?
Yeah, I wonder how long they'll keep this dating sim thing going. This reality TV show, because he's only doing this to get info. He must get some info soon. He at least can say, okay, the show's aired. We got some episodes out. Give me something. Give me something or I'm out.
Do you think he's already gotten the information that the show's just holding it back from telling us what he got? Or do you think they're waiting for the end of the show?
See, if I were him, I'd
get the information
start pulling on that thread right now. Maybe not up front, but just show the guy that listen, I meet you halfway, you meet me halfway. I've already done this. I'll see through to the end, but I'm not gonna complete all this and then expect payment later. I want some of it up front, kind of.
Okay.
So I guess not up front technically, but at this point,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, George, let's get this show on the road. Everybody, hit those nice buttons below. Consider a membership. Let's go.
Oh,
literally the opposite.
Confession.
Uh-oh. Is this real? No, there's no way. Yeah, she doesn't give a frick about this.
Yeah, this is totally... Oh my gosh.
Well... Yeah, I was gonna say, well...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're freaking into it.
People are buying it, yeah. Look at that. Oh my gosh, bro.
This girl got freaking...
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dang.
Oh, frick. That's a bad cut. Holy
yeah.
Frick.
She is too nice and too genuine, and the industry is gonna chew her up and spit her out.
Yep. She's earnest, yeah, no kidding.
Taking notes and stuff.
Oh my gosh, Ruby, chill. His
Bro, that's the most that was the most like bland face.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the most placid face I've ever seen.
Oh dang.
Oh, true.
Oh,
true,
okay.
True, fair enough.
There was some satisfaction.
So it's like 50-50, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like an exaggeration of themselves.
This poor girl, freaking A-chan.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Less fraker than I
Interesting.
Alright.
Okay.
What will she think of that? Because Ruby doesn't want to lie.
Yeah.
Oh, frick, so they are. So middle schoolers and high schools are watching then.
Yeah, she's just using this to get more popular on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On a channel.
That one girl?
Chan?
A-chan?
Yeah. Oh, this is for an acting role she has or had?
Or maybe trying to audition for?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Jeez, dude.
Dude, show business is
It's brutal. Oh, at least the manager
Act as your
understands.
shield? Bro, this guy's a legend.
Uh-oh. Something more extreme.
Oh,
what is she gonna
no.
do, dude? Oh, dang.
True. Uh-oh.
Burning bridges. Oh my gosh.
What is this? Ruby, Hoshi,
Cute?
Cute. Peon, Chen, cute, kawaii. Oh my gosh, ego surfing big time.
What's Peon? Peon?
That's the other YouTuber that they did the thing with just recently.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah, the collab.
Okay.
You even added cute. It would be like if we were like the
Bro.
anime club, cool, handsome. Boy, we can't get left behind, George.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
The Abyss gazes back at you. She has no presence, so I have no like or dislike for her. She's just freaking nothing. Oh my
Dang.
gosh.
What's the one saying? Like, the opposite of love is indifference. It's not
Indifference
actually
or
hate, it's
apathy?
indifference.
Yeah.
Apathy, yeah.
Yeah, frick.
That's
bro.
rough, dude. Like, so I can genuinely say, thankfully, and I hope my ego never gets to the point where I do, but I have not ego surfed the anime club, thankfully. But like the analytics and all that stuff, that is stuff we do check out.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it's good to understand how your stuff is doing. Right? Like you don't want to just, you know, not that we wouldn't, because like we've said many times before, we were doing this even before without a channel.
Right.
We just essentially happen to just put cameras in front now and like be more vocal about what's happening in our heads. But like, you know, you don't want to necessarily just put something out into nothing, into the abyss where like nothing
You
happens.
want to feel
So
like
you want to like
people are watching.
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah, you want to like, exactly. You want to make sure that like there's, you know, something happening with the content you create. And so it's like a fine line between, yeah, you want to pay attention to the analytics and make sure you're doing stuff while at the same time being like truly genuine and like trying to avoid like an ego boost or whatever that may be.
Yep.
And I don't know, you know, if I had started a channel, it's a one thing when you're an old man like me, like us doing this, who've had like a life right before the channel, even just doing
Right.
stuff and all that, versus being someone like Ruby or her, where you're like 16 or 17, and it's just
everything.
like, yeah, the entire internet is just saying stuff about you, and even if it's not true, like if someone says something about me, or I know for you, you react the same, and that isn't true, it's just like, okay, well, I know myself. Yeah, exactly. So I know it's not true, and so it doesn't bother me, right? Like it is whatever. Yeah. But for someone like them, dude, I can't imagine. I can't even imagine. Like you always hear the stories of like child actors, like how messed up they are and stuff too. Like being showered with praise, even if it isn't something that's bad, even if it's just like, oh, you're so good at this, so good at that. Like I think that's got its own downsides as well. Like you freaking grow up with an inaccurate view of yourself. Not that you should like bring yourself down, but like, you know, you can be self-assured. Yeah, you can be self-assured in yourself while at the same time realizing that you're just a human being. Sure. Right? So yeah, 100%. I can't imagine what it must be like to be a teenager still. And
for sure. I think the only thing next to like ego surfing that we've done is, or at least that I've done, is sometimes we check what our like search results are when it comes to like how far up we are on YouTube, just to see if we're like in the results.
Yeah, I've done that too. And but like I wouldn't say that's
it's not ego surfing. I put that more in
the category of like, like how is the channel doing? What visibility is it getting, right?
Sure, yeah. Another thing is checking to see if people, I've checked to see if people are using word of mouth to talk about our channel. It's not so much ego surfing as it is to be like, are people like word of mouthing our channel? Like, are people talking about it? I wonder if people are recommending it and blah, 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 blah. And so I've seen like, we've seen like some Reddit threads and different stuff like that of a couple of people saying like, oh, I watched this.
Oh, I remember you sending me some screenshots.
Yeah. Yes. It's funny because like I ended up searching for those like 6 months after they had happened too. I was like, oh, frick. Like people were talking about us like forever
People mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see, not for like an ego boost, but just to be like, okay, like, Is our channel a channel that gets recommended, or is it only algorithmically based that people are kind of talking about it? So yeah, it's super interesting. Sure. It's very, very interesting. And getting sucked in is easy to do. And so yeah, like you said, like we pay attention to some of those metrics, but like we try to be as hands off with that stuff as possible and just be like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna look at it a little bit. We're gonna make some improvements. We're gonna keep refining, the formula and the thumbnails and all that stuff. But like at the end of the day, we just got to make the content that we enjoy, and you can't be beholden too much to the numbers, because numbers. Yeah,
like there's some anime that if we cared only about numbers, we would have dropped like right away, right? Yes. But no, like we were enjoying the show, and so we kept going despite the numbers, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, just don't do anything crazy, please.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh my gosh. Right. That's something we will definitely not be doing.
She's gonna...
the camera's right there too.
Oh. Oh.
I almost forgot that girl was on the show. Oh no. Yeah.
Off camera, they're gonna be all friendly, but on camera,
well, that's
they're gonna
fine.
be like
I don't care what happens
enemies.
On camera, as long as they're being freaking nice. No.
Oh. I mean.
Oh no. Yeah, she's not.
She's not. Yeah, she's not necessarily wrong. She's on the offensive now. Oh boy. Yeah. Holding hands. Oh. Oh. Oh! No way!
Did she do it by accident?
Yeah, she did it by accident.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Akane. Oh, I love this girl. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Oh, what? She's awesome.
She's ruthless but fair. Okay. All right.
Yuki, let's go. What?
Dang.
This is not what I was expecting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not expecting. I was thinking drama, bro. What is this? It's amazing.
Oh no. Now she's getting hate, dude.
Crash. Oh, no. The internet won't let it go. Frick the internet, bro. Get lost, go.
Apologize by dying. Dude. I don't like where this is going, bro.
No kidding. What the frick? No, I hate this. What? It was just so good. Why would they do this? I don't understand.
Dude. Oh. Oh. Does the mom not even know? Like, I don't necessarily blame her, but she should be a little bit more, like, involved, I think. Dude, she works so hard, too.
I know. What the frick?
Dude, all these, like, frickin' guesses people are doing that are so, like, incorrect.
Yeah, right?
I think they know her.
No. Why is the show about this? I don't understand. Can we change the subject? No, this is so sad.
Welcome to showbiz.
Oh. No, dude.
Is someone gonna do something to her, or is she gonna do something to herself? Oh no, oh no. This is gonna be like a distracted accident.
Do I just want Aqua to show up? No! Oh, come on.
Gonna walk into traffic. Oh. Oh my gosh! She's on the bridge?
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
Oh, let's freaking go, Aqua!
He did?
Oh no!
Actually, Aqua?
That's not. It is Aqua.
It was.
Let's go.
Oh
let's
my
go.
Freaking gosh!
Bro. Ego surfing.
He actually showed up.
Dude.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, dude.
About to have a heart attack, freaking show.
Bro, when her legs went off, or when her feet went off the freaking thing, I thought it was over.
Dude, he got there like the millisecond, like a fraction of a second later, and she'd be toast.
Bro, that's too much.
Roadkill, dude. Oh. 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 Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason I was so worried is because I know the show has the frickin' teeth. It's got teeth to it, bro.
Yes, that's the problem. Yes, I knew it. I was like, wow, okay, very cool. I thought, okay, I was like, surely Aqua could show up and save her. Like, he would know what's going on. Like, he's going to be the one to connect the dots, right? He's older than he actually is. And so, but
he's
then,
older,
like,
and he has similar feelings, or at the very least had similar feelings of like,
he gets it. And but then her feet left the thing, and I was like, I can't look. I don't even know what it looked like when she freaking caught her. I want to see this now because I literally looked away.
Oh, really? Yeah, look at that, dude.
Oh,
just second, not even a second, like fractions of a second.
She was off. Yeah, she was off.
Yeah,
bro.
she was off
mid jump. Oh, bless you, Aqua. You'll forever be my goat for that, bro. So sad, dude. And it started so well, too. It was like her co-host was such a G. She was literally freaking amazing.
Yeah. It's just
frick the internet,
the stupid audience.
Listen.
Us, the audience. Not really, because we would never watch a show like that.
Listen,
right?
everybody. You make fricking frick boy comments like that, you're going to get fricked up on our fricking section, okay? We're going to fricking delete your stuff immediately. Like, criticism is one thing, right? And that's totally fine. We'll leave criticism and comments and stuff. But anyone who's being a specific frick boy, sometimes we leave those up just because they are hilarious. Like sometimes they're just like, especially when they're like
Sure.
guy on the left.
Or, yeah.
Frick that guy. It's just like, I don't know if you know, but like right here is my name.
Yes.
I'm not guy on the
And
left.
How would it be for me? It would be this way. Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yep. There it is.
There.
Right there. Yeah, we got names here. You could at least insult me to my
Yes.
fucking face with my name. Yeah, but like it's pretty rare. Thankfully, everyone's been most of the time.
Our
like,
comment
really,
section's great.
Yeah, our comment section, our community has been super freaking nice. Even on the Discord, in the comments, wherever. It's pretty rare, but sometimes we get guys who are just here clearly to like bait. They're just here to rage bait. But the great
Rage
thing
bait,
is
yeah.
you just like take those comments and you're just like hide user from channel. And you're just like, we'll
Yes.
never see you again, bro. It's fucking over for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so rare. I think we've
Yeah.
had to do that less than half a dozen times in 2.5 years, right? Like it's almost never.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I mean,
And you're right. If it's funny, you know,
it's
make
funny,
us laugh.
yeah, if it's
then,
if
you know.
it's someone trying to be a troll or baiting and it's funny, not that anyone should do that because sometimes you
Yes.
don't know how we're gonna take it, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. The unintentionally lying, that was a good freaking joke of like, here's Graham unintentionally lying. It's like, you know what? Fair enough. That's fair criticism. I mean, I wouldn't call it that, but you know, yeah, so it's
Yeah.
tricky, right? And everyone's gonna take it a little bit differently. Sometimes a comment will hit you, even though it's like, you know, most criticism or whatever isn't going to affect you. Sometimes one thing like hits you. You may have a mood that day. It may be on a subject you're thinking about, and it just kind of hits you the wrong way. And you know, no one's immune to all the criticism, right? Like it's going to affect you in one way or another.
Yeah. Like I was saying, right? Like we're much older. We've lived life, right? Like
Yep.
so, but there's still, you're right. Like you're still human, and if there's
Yep.
something that you're like, that person's right.
That one hurt me.
That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
oh dang, I was not right. But like in a situation for her, she's just a baby, dude. She's
Yeah.
what, like 15 or 16, I mean, the 17,
something like
it's one of
that.
those two. Like, I mean, when I was 18, I was like, I'm an adult. All right, let's freaking go. And then when I was 22, I was like, bro, I'm not an adult. What is happening? I don't know anything.
Yep.
And now, freaking 35, holy crap. I'm still like, I'm not an adult. I don't know what the frick is happening, but at least I'm 10 times more self-assured now in myself than I was when I was 17. Like I you know, I'm still learning things about myself. I still have my flaws that I'm trying to work on and stuff, but like I got a decent idea. And if, you know, people were saying things about me online that I knew weren't true, that I know for a fact that wouldn't bother me. If they were true, I'd be like, oh, frick. They see right through me, right? Or whatever.
100%.
Like it's funny, completely unrelated to anything of this. Like I was telling you, I think it was yesterday, or I don't remember when it was, but I was saying like, I am shocked at how little hate I got about my disdain for hybrids. I went into this fully like, I like hunkered down. I was like, all right, people are going to flame me in the comments, but it's fine. Cause you know what? It's who I am, and bring it on is kind of the attitude I had. And that didn't happen. Like, you know, every now and then there'll be a comment, but like that really didn't happen. I was like, oh, Frank, okay. I guess I was expecting a hate storm that never arrived.
Right.
But even if it had, you know, I would have just been like,
That's my feelings.
sorry, not sorry.
You gotta deal with it.
It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. If you're coming here to watch the channel, you know what you're getting, right? But yeah, so, you know, not to totally reiterate what we said kind of partway through the episode, but I'm not shocked that she ended with this. Like, I don't know what her family situation is. Seems like her mom's probably a single mom. So, you know, she's trying to hold down a household and all this stuff. And like, part of me, I'm like torn, because like part of me is like, you know what? It should be illegal to be a minor and be in show business. You just like, you'll avoid this completely. But then I had that feeling like through the episode, and then I saw just how much she's like chasing this dream, right? And it's just like, okay, like do you really want to snuff that little flame out.
Kinda.
And like, like it's, I'm kind of torn, right? Because it's like, well, if it's like if it's a child, like they don't know better, so it comes to the adults to, you know, kind of huddle around the children, so to speak, and, you know, kind shield them from the world. Yeah, exactly. But then it's just like, okay, but then how do you like nurture this type of dream and all this stuff? And like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. There's a lot of pros to banning children from being in show business. You know, you'd avoid stuff like this clearly, and all the horrors from child actors. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, what other dreams are there, you know, that for the sake of safety of the children, we could, you know, logically ban and all that stuff, and like how far do you take that kind of thing? So yeah, so I'm torn. I don't know if there even is a right answer.
Yeah,
I know personally, I would do my very best to, like, if I had a child, you know, maybe when my kids grow up, they're like, I love acting or whatever. I would like try and maybe hone the skill in like small or like local productions or something that doesn't like extend out to like broader freaking internet wide things, and just literally do my best to have them hone the skill while at the same time preventing them from, you know, going on to, you know, TV or internet or something, right? I don't know. I legitimately don't know how I would like handle that. But
if it was my kid and they wanted to be an actor, as a literal person who does acting and voice acting in Japan, and my kid was like, I want to be an actor or voice actor, I'd say, okay, sure, that's fine. But an actor?
Because there's some anonymity still, kind of.
Yeah, well, no, it's not just that. It's like, I understand how the show business stuff works, and I would say, no way. There's no way you're doing any of the acting stuff. It's never going to happen. Pick a different career choice. Start early, kiddo, because it's not going to happen.
What about in like local town plays and stuff?
Zero. No.
Really?
None.
Interesting.
None. None of my kids
I had
actors,
some,
that's for sure.
I had some friends who, like, in growing up in the town that I grew up, they would be in like the local community college would put on plays, and like, you know, stuff like Peter Pan that had like children in it. They would like, you know, get kids from the local elementary school,
makes
and
sense.
they'd be like in the Peter Pan plays or in like the Annie plays and stuff like that. But it would be all local, and, you know, it didn't extend beyond that. So I wonder if that would be like a good balance, a good middle ground. But I don't know.
I would say no. I mean, maybe for some people, but I would say, like, listen, there's a million things you could do in life that's not going to be related to like one of the worst industries imaginable. So you just don't do any of those other things. Like there's no kid on the earth that their only passion is just acting. It's just like, I have to be an actor. It's like, you don't have to be an actor. There's a million other things you could do, and there's at least a couple dozen other things you will absolutely love. So you can go ahead and do that. Yeah. And if you really want to do something like that, that's adjacent, but not as toxic and awful, although the industry for voice acting is pretty toxic and awful sometimes, is you can do voice acting. But I mean, that's about it. And it's mostly the Americans freaking up the voice acting stuff. The American voice actors they're people. They're an insufferable lot sometimes, that's for sure.
People.
So, you know,
there's this.
It is what it is.
There's this show that my kids love. It's called Bluey. It's from Australia, and it's
very popular.
Yeah, you know Bluey. Okay, yes. And one thing I insanely respect about that show is that the voice actors for the little two dogs, no one knows who they are. They keep it a secret, and no one knows who they are, and that's the way it should be. Yeah, right? Like that's the way it should 100%. Be for until you're an adult. Yeah, and even 100%. Then, like, you know, just because you magically turn 18 doesn't make you immune to stuff like this. So
100%. Yeah, it's crazy. And for anyone who thinks like, oh, this stuff is exaggerated or blah blah blah, I literally know a 15-year-old who, when I mentioned you should maybe wash your hands, you just came back from being outside, you know, out and about on the train, you know, let's wash our hands. No, why not? It's just too annoying. I don't want to wash my hands.
Wash your hands.
What?
Okay.
Yep. It's like, yeah, but like, that's just how freaking kids are, man. They just pick a thing and they're just like, I'm going to do or not do that thing. And sometimes it just doesn't really make any sense. They just kind of choose it. It's so, kids are all over the place with different stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it is what it is. I feel for this girl. She doesn't know what the frick's going on. Everyone's just being a freaking a-hole online, which is classic internet.
Yeah. That's another
what?
thing, dude, that I freaking worry about is internet access.
Oh, for sure. For kids? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
The internet is a fucking crazy place, bro. Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing is, like, I don't think we've ever had a, like, not that this was a coordinated campaign, but let's say it's an uncoordinated campaign of absolute hate against this girl. I don't think we've ever endured something like that. It's probably fucking awful. We'll probably do something.
Probably.
I'm not going to say probably, but we may do something at some point that
We're
a lot
planning.
of people, yeah, that maybe a lot of people will freaking absolutely despise, and maybe it would be good for exposure, but like that's just not really our style. Even if like we were to do something, like we wouldn't do something to be controversial just to do it. If we do something controversial that everyone hates, you can know for a fact that it's real. Wait, yeah. So it's just like. We haven't had to endure something like that. Maybe it is freaking awful. Maybe we would appreciate this episode even more if we're like, yeah, we get it. We've been through this freaking whipstorm of an awful PR nightmare nonsense, right? So, maybe it would hit even harder than we think. Right?
Maybe.
So,
yeah. True. Maybe, that's a fair point. Yep. It's easy to say, people saying stuff that's not true doesn't bother you. But it's like,
when you've got dozens
I wonder when
of
it's
people,
like,
hundreds of people, and you're seeing all these comments, you probably think at some point, you're like, maybe I'm freaking in the wrong here. Maybe I am the worst, right? If all these people, hundreds of people are saying it, people I don't even know, it's like maybe something sinks into some level, right? You would hope not, and it doesn't even rationally make sense, but at some level, it's going to start affecting you,
Sure.
So,
yeah, like I'm trying to think, right? Like, and again, I've never experienced that. Like, I feel like I'd be like, talk to the people close to me and be like,
sure,
is this like legit, right? And
and
get their opinion. And if they say no, then it's like, okay, well then who cares? But again, it's easy to say that without having gone
experienced it firsthand. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's tragic, and I am absolutely freaking so glad that this episode didn't end tragically. Holy frick, our goat. Aquamarine. Respect on his name.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Oh
I feel
gosh.
like what was her name? It's not Achan, it's Akira. No, it's not Akira. Akira's from something
Akane.
else.
Oh, Akane.
Akane, yes. I feel like she just needs to step away from show business. Like
100%.
I know she likes this and it's like a dream of hers, but
she's such a
she
hard
just might
worker.
not be cut out for it.
Yeah, she's not cut out for it. Like, let's be real. She's not cut out for it. She's a very hard worker. There's a million other interesting, cool, and like, freaking, what's the word?
Passions,
hobbies.
hobbies.
Fulfilling. There's lots of fulfilling freaking things that she can do that she'll be happy about, and she'll live a happier life, probably get more money too. That's the other thing. Nothing about acting makes any sense. Unless you're at the very top, you're not making very good money. It's constantly getting denied. Every single time you get one job for one time, then you got to start applying. Like how much people hate applying for jobs and how much like everyone says that's literally the worst thing ever. Do you want to do that just all the time? It just like that's every time you do a job and you get paid and then it's finished. Now you got to do the freaking job applying stuff again. Do you want to do that? You don't want to do that. And you want to then have to go to auditions, which is even worse than sending in resumes because you got to like dance as a freaking monkey for the freaking people and they'll just decide arbitrarily if you were the right person. Like I understand how it works and it's fine. And sometimes I do enjoy it, but sometimes you're just like, this is the freaking this is not the way. Okay. It's just not the way. So, I mean, voice acting is way, I can't, like, I feel like just acting and voice acting are so freaking different, bro. Voice acting is so much better. At least if I'm going to make a demo, it's just your voice. It's, I don't know. I guess I won't go into the whole thing, but it's not worth it.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about doing acting, I'm just telling you, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. If you're doing voice acting, okay, that's one thing. But like, it's not worth the acting. I think just pick a different career, kids. There's no one under freaking 35 watching our freaking channel anyway. So, but if there is,
The three of you.
Yeah, all three of you. Just pick a different. If one of the three of you is doing acting, just pick something else. All right. Anyways, should we get to the next episode, George?
Let's do it. Oh dang. We're gonna see Aqua's perspective.
Maybe not. Oh, my goat. My goat saved me from tears.
You know, she thinks she's getting like kidnapped or something.
Yeah, maybe. He knew. He frickin' knew.
Dude, Ruby's
Mem
there.
is
Oh no,
based.
no, that was her. Okay, I thought it was Ruby for a second. Yeah, it's Mem.
The goats. Mem was based, George. I told you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, don't go acting, okay? Holy frick.
See, I feel like this, and again, maybe I'm being incredibly naive here because we haven't gone through something like this, but like, I feel like this is partly a product of your life and your sense of self and fulfillment comes from just like one thing. You're you're this thing. You're this like actor, this public figure, and that's it. But if you have like a more rounded life, and I feel like that just comes with age, right? You've done more things, you've met more people, you've been more places, like just you've lived life more. You know, okay, this like sliver of yours is like rotting and red and it's like a painful wound, but then there's like, you know, the whole rest of the circle,
you have
the whole
more
rest
of a foundation, right?
Yes, yeah, it's just like fine. Yeah. And so it's like much easier, I feel like, to just push, you know, that slice of the pie away and like ignore it mentally. But again, maybe I'm being naive here.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. Like, as you live and you gain experiences, you build a foundation of like, these are the things that are important. These other things I don't care about as much. I have these connections with people. I have these experiences that I have that build me up for who I am. And so the longer you live, the more you get of that. So then something like this happening, you're just like, okay, this sucks. And it's not fun, but like I had this firm foundation of the rest of my life that I built off of, and it's not that big a deal. But someone who's young doesn't really have that. And this is like the most important thing that's been happening for their freaking whole lives. And it's allegedly their future because it's their future career. And like she said, like it feels like your life is freaking over. Like this is my majority of the pie. Therefore, you know, it's freaking over. Right. And to another degree, though, she's saying, like, if you haven't experienced it firsthand, it's hard to imagine. That's probably true, too. It's probably worse than you think, you know, from looking from the outside in, right? Like, when someone else is insulting someone, you just go, like, okay, whatever. But when you're the one getting insulted, think about it like this, actually. When I think about people complaining about getting criticism at, like, a job or something, I think, like, why are you whining and complaining about like getting some light criticism? But then when you get potential criticism, sometimes it fucking hits you and you're just like, they just gave me light criticism, but why do I feel like I was rage baited, bro? Like what the frick, right? Like sometimes it hits you and you're just like, the criticism was good, but I still feel upset, right? So it's different when you're the one receiving that specifically. So I feel like that is like a part of it.
Yeah, like I think from like I'm trying like using your job example, right? Receiving criticism at your job or something. I feel like there's, for me, I don't know how everybody else is, but there's definitely like a hierarchy of like opinions that I care more about.
Sure.
And like your boss is pretty high up there, not because I have like an emotional attachment, though I do like my boss, right? But it's more so like the position that they hold in my life. And whereas like, you know, like my wife or my mom or you or my children, you know, you're above my children are above you, right?
Sure.
This isn't in any
it's like
particular order. Yes, right, yeah. It's just like if they say something, it's just like, okay, that holds like so much more weight.
Sure.
And so maybe it's like a quality versus quantity thing. Maybe, you know,
Yep.
3 or 4 comments online of some stranger on the internet. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, doesn't even phase. But maybe there's you hit a critical mass of like, okay, but now it's 10,000 people. And they're all saying something to you. It's like, okay, maybe 10,000 strangers equates to, you know, one friend, right? And then it's like, then it starts to grate on you. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Who knows how this would feel?
And for showbiz people, their boss, in a lot of ways, is the people, right? They're trying to please.
True.
Like, your literal objective with being an actor and a voice actor is to create a product that people enjoy and consume, right? The masses.
Yeah.
And so when those people that you've poured your heart and soul into making a product for turn on you and say, this is freaking garbo, it's like, frick, dude. Like, if people told us that our freaking reactions were fake and gay or whatever the frick, I'd be like, oh, frick, like, what the frick? That would hit, right? It would hurt. So, you know, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to assess. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, true. There is a big difference there. She doesn't want to lie.
Doesn't want to lie.
Oh. Oh, man.
Oh,
the poor mom. Dude, this is the worst way to find out.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, so it wasn't Aqua that called her, it was the police. Okay.
Yeah. Freaking true, dude. Let's go, everybody.
Oh! That's a... Okay. Maybe it's a bit of a wake-up call, though. Like... No way. What? Bro! That pisses me off, too, dude. I thought this was just only just online things, but...
Oh, what?
He's going undercover. Hold on. I want to see what people are saying this time, actually. You can call it attempted suicide, but this girl had zero intention of killing herself. She's a typical attention seeker who wanted to play the part of poor little me. Bro, she was always a nuisance and always will be. Yeah. Look at me, look at me. Those who try to commit suicide should just die.
Oh my god.
Dude, how could you frickin' even say that? I already knew it, but Akane is a hysterical nut job. It's so painful, I want to die. Well, we're in as much pain, but we're not whining. Don't be a baby. Bro. Okay, this show is tailored towards high school and middle schoolers. Dude, these kids are vile. So I gotta assume these are children.
Kids are ruthless, bro. Kids are freaking ruthless.
I am, like, there was social media when I was in high school, but I had zero interest in it. I didn't touch it till I was older. And I feel like I'm sure I'm going to prevent my children from engaging with that till they're way, way older. And it's like a tough thing to do because, like, I don't want them to also be just naive about the dangers of the internet.
Yeah.
And I want them to, like, learn to use the tool. The internet's not all evil. It's got a lot of evil, but it's not all evil. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to walk that fine line necessarily, but I'd rather err on the side of them being naive than being exposed to the dark side of the internet too early. I think if you're going to err anyway, that would be the best way, I think.
Sure.
Dude, he wants to just burn the industry down, man. No Let's freaking go. Okay.
He's betting her, though. Okay. That's the problem. He's going to expose the show.
Yeah, dude, this is amazing.
Mem's the best, dude. Dude, Mem's on board. Let's go.
Yeah. She's giving this some thought, too.
Yeah, right?
Well, will they get access removed though from the official account?
Mem is devious. Dude, we gotta call Mem to help us out. Let's go.
Oh, they're all gonna rally around her. Let's go.
Yeah, what the frick? They're always
Cameras are always rolling. Oh, dude.
Oh my gosh, Yuki. What the frick, girl? Holy frick.
Aqua's gonna get it.
Yeah, these
Bro,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, at the price of a person. Yeah, but no, dude. Tell yourself what you need to do to sleep at night.
His eye glows. Ooh.
Oh.
Hooked. Appealing to his morality here. Come on, buddy. Okay.
Okay.
He's goated.
Not a total scumbag.
Dang, this is crazy. Let's go. Oh.
He edited for how long, dude?
Oh, cause relatable. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, you get a better computer, you get that encoding done real quick. That's great.
That's relatable too.
Real relatable. I hope that she's okay with this.
Akane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I know the anticipation is killing me to see what happens, but I want to see what this says. To all the viewers who tune in to Love Now, all of us cast members made a video. This is our Love Now. Please give it a watch.
Dang. From the cast members themselves.
Yes, this is our Love Now. Let's go.
Look at Aqua right there.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
22 likes already. 100. 100 retweets.
Dude, oh, dang.
That's right, she's a goodest girl. Betray her as she is.
She's watching this.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh. He loves it.
It's gotta be healing for her soul, dude. Oh,
Let's
poor
go.
girl. Oh, man.
Hat and glasses? Base, cute outfit, let's go. Interesting. True.
More lies.
Yeah,
An armor
more
of
lies,
lies, so to speak.
I'd rather not. That's true. You know what? That is true, though. Everybody puts on a character to some degree in their social settings for the most part, right? We talked recently in an episode.
True.
I can't remember what episode it was. Maybe it was Jobless Reincarnation. But we talked about how, like, being true to yourself and being open about who you are draws you closer to that person. Was it Jobless? I can't remember if it was
Jobless, it was just in Jobless.
Yeah. I mean, like, as you expose your real self to someone, just to kind of give a Reader's Digest version, you get closer to that person. It's just like magic. It's just, you expose yourself and it draws you closer and vice versa. And you kind of become more in love or closer or, you know, whatever it is, right? And so the opposite is also true. If you got to put on a character, you create a barrier or distance between you and other people. And so, you know, it is used in socialization as just a normal thing that is healthy to a degree, as long as it's used with a reasonable degree, right? So, you know, he's not totally wrong here. Creating some layer of character for the show is probably good to some degree, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not necessarily just focused on the lies, but, you know, creating a character for insulation for yourself and for entertainment for people who watch it. As long as I think there's not a huge disconnect, then I think it's probably appropriate, I would say.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know.
I think so.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
he gonna describe I?
He's definitely going to describe I. Bubbly, happy girl.
And she takes out her notepad.
Oh,
She picked up on it right away.
wow.
She's smart, dude.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he saved her mentally or physically
Yeah.
and mentally.
Yeah.
Saved her both.
Twice, yeah.
It's crazy, yeah. You're gonna see that one of them looks like Aqua's eyes.
Bro, she just put one up to block one of the eyes.
Yeah,
She's
she gonna connect this?
She's gonna make the connection.
You know, look up about her family.
Oh, interesting. Oh, she's way too smart. Holy
Dude.
crap.
You're gonna like literally embody I? Look at her stride length. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Bro.
what?
Chill. Wow, what the frick? The number of times people say that.
Yeah, right?
They should apologize to her, bro.
Yeah, right. She gonna pop into a
Yeah.
bubbly personality out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. What? Oh. No way, dude. What? Dude, the eyes are not like a physical trait? Eyes are a window to the soul, as they say. What in the world just happened, dude?
What?
Oh my gosh. I thought this was like a genetic thing. Is it both?
Is it not? I
Because
don't
Ruby and
understand.
Aqua have one, but Aqua certainly does not have the like bubbliness, but I guess his eye does go dark. Like, is it a combination of both?
I don't know. I'm so confused. What? the
It's got to be both. It's got to be a genetic thing, but also like a mask personality thing that you put on. Dude, this is crazy.
What a freaking twist, bro. What? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, I want to see that scene again where she's going on about I here. See
Okay.
all this. So she goes into here, the library, I guess, right? I think that was. Okay, as for distinguishing
enough, it's
traits,
those
sure enough,
eyes.
it's those eyes.
Okay, so it is a genetic thing. It's got
Do
to
they come from her self-confidence, right? Maybe it's not genetic, right?
Yeah.
Eyes that draw you in by their very nature.
Very nature. Okay.
Okay, if that's the case, her need for social approval was met. Okay. She's so astute here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So need for social approval was met. Friendship lacking. Didn't have friends. Seems like she didn't have many close friends. Okay. So she got it
Yeah.
from somewhere else. I bet she had some relationship with guys then. Okay, that makes sense. That would have to be the conclusion. Or maybe her family environment was good, but it wasn't. No, I'd say her personality development points to a bad one. Okay, so she's figuring out that her personality development means she didn't have close family ties. She didn't have friends. So then, therefore, it must be guys. She had some relationship with a guy for her emotional stability. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. There's some kind of bias in the way that she feels affection. Bad environment, bad family environment, bad way of feeling affection, probably has biases. Okay. And obsession with secrecy and the need for exposure.
Dang, what a
Where did she get
clashing.
that from?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. A perfectionist in contrast to her sensational behavior. How does she figure that out, though? Nonchalant, over-attached. So
she's
she
like
acts,
a freaking.
Yeah, she's like a detective, bro. What the frick?
Well, no, also like so many like warring.
Yeah, true.
Freaking opposites in one person.
100%. That's
right?
true. That's true. Yeah, she acts nonchalant, but she gets overly attached. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Moderate when it comes to money, somewhat indifferent when it comes to fashion.
Okay.
Good eyesight, sensitive sense of hearing and smell.
How did she figure that out?
Yeah, right.
Figure out the stride.
Walks in long strides. Education level on the low side, holds chopsticks somewhat irregularly. Freaking whoa, dude. She's crazy, man. Signs of developmental disorder, unbalanced in a way characteristic of a kid who had sex during puberty. Oh my freaking gosh, what the frick?
Dude.
She figured it all out, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, do you take this as like unhinged, or is this just she's just like a genius? What is it? Which is it?
Both. It's both. She's clearly very smart, but like for this level of insight into another person, if she was able to get this reaction out of Aqua, she must have been very accurate. And up till the day before, or who knows how long, I don't think this was all in that same night, but up to the day before, she barely knew. She's like, oh yeah, I think I've heard her from somewhere. Yeah, it's like from that group, right? Didn't she die a while back? So clearly, she's very smart and like freaking astute. But this is also unhinged. This level of freaking analysis of another person. Freaking down to their stride.
Yeah, down to their stride. What? Okay, so she says here,
dude,
her self-destructive behavior showed improvement around when she was 15. So when she
got pregnant, right?
No, well, maybe. She met a guy around 15. She was pregnant for sure at 16. Right?
Okay.
So she probably met the guy around. So it sounds like she had a bad home life or non-existent home life, because I said she grew up in a home, I think, was it?
Yes.
She was talking
it was like
to
an
that
orphanage
one guy.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So then she said her bad characteristics were a sign of someone who had sexual interactions when they were in puberty. So it's possible she had those things happen before she was 15, which is why she has those bad qualities.
Probably.
And then her self-destructive behavior, which is those bad qualities she's talking about, improved around when she was 15. So she met someone, gained social and emotional stability around 15, but that resulted in her getting pregnant at 16.
So the guy who helped her with all these things also seemingly is the guy
took
who
advantage
got her
of her at the same time.
Yes, and took advantage of her. Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, her eyes here are definitely the eyes of someone who's kind of unhinged. Like, these are the classic unhinged anime character eyes. I wonder if she met someone special. Right, exactly.
Yeah, she did.
And then it immediately goes to Strawberry Productions with the Saito name here. Things were pretty tough for Akane Kurokawa, huh? Okay, so this is going here. I wonder if she met someone. Can't be a coincidence that it immediately goes to the production Inc.
So you're thinking, is that the blonde guy, the other guy?
Yeah, like that's someone I suspected right at the first, but kind of we dropped. But like, could it be that like the answer is hidden right under our nose, kind of thing?
Possible. The only thing that makes me disregard him is like he knew where she lived, and there is that scene where she's like, "This is where we live. You should stop by." Blah blah blah. But he had like stopped by multiple times. He knew about the kids. He was there, present. So like that's what makes me not think it's him. But
because someone else, it didn't happen until someone else had gotten the information and then the stalker arrived. Whereas like the stalker could have arrived at any time before then. Because
yes, that's one element of it. But like why go through all the effort of like calling him and say, hey, the kids want to know who their dad is. You should come by and visit us.
That's a good point.
Well,
no, you're right, George, because he's been around the kids and stuff like that. It wouldn't even make sense to call him and tell him like the kids have grown. He's already been seeing the kids grow up. This would be a weird call. Yeah, so you're right. So he's off the list for sure then. Okay.
Yeah, as I was saying that though, the only thing that made me like self-doubt was like, okay, well maybe she did call him and is more of like you should stop by so we can have a conversation about it and like, all the stuff, right? But
she mentioned that the kids, no, it wouldn't make any sense, right? On two levels. She mentioned one, that she's like explaining to him that the kids have grown big, right?
True, there is that, yeah.
And two, the kids are saying like, maybe our mom, remember Ruby said like, our mom gave a virgin birth, right?
Oh yeah,
so like they had some weird ideas,
yeah.
And she wanted to introduce the father to them. If that was the case, she would just turn around and immediately say like, your dad is that guy, right?
Yeah, or at the very least, like talk to him. She doesn't need to call him for this conversation,
right? She
is with him all the time. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
yeah, I don't think it's him, but like who? Obviously, this is the whole point of the thing. I feel like we're not gonna find out about this till like the very, very end.
Yeah,
it's like end of the show kind of thing.
Interesting. Wow. So what do you make of this? This fucking when she opened her eyes here. Yeah. And you could see the stars. Absolutely.
They kind of showed it a little bit before even that scene, but it's
did they?
Nah.
No. Here she.
Yeah, when she goes into character, yeah. So he hears this, and then, oh no, maybe this was it. Yeah.
This was the first one. She started opening her eyes, and I was like, "What the actual frick?" She's a perfect mimic, bro. She's an incredible actor. Look at see, this is the thing.
Even
that makes
her mouth like changes.
Even her mouth
gets a little like
get the little
teeth look of of what's her face.
This looks like so sinister still though. Like there's like a dark shadow over her, right? Like wrecking.
How's Aqua gonna react to that? How's he gonna take this? How do you take something like this? Like what?
I don't know, bro. That was great. That was a good twist, bro. This was freaking so interesting. So good. This is probably my favorite. This is probably my favorite twist so far of the whole show. This was good.
Yeah.
This was really good.
Dang.
Now I'm really excited for next week. I'm pumped to see what is actually going to come of this. This was good. Frick. Wow. Okay. Because, like, so far, the, like, extreme moments of the show that have been memorable have been just all, like, really awful.
Awful things?
Yeah, they've been so awful. And this is the first one I'm like, all right, I'm on board with this. This sounds great. So, dang. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know. She's clearly very skilled at acting. What is she doing wasting her time here with frickin' a reality TV show? Go act.
Yeah, go act.
Maybe it's because she wasn't this like unhinged towards the other things. She like feels like she owes a debt to Aqua and she wants to like pay him back. And so maybe that was like the freaking last little piece of motivation that she lacked in all her other auditions or something. Yeah. But if not, then I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why she's wasting
maybe
her
this
time
whole
with this.
This whole thing has made her become obsessive. She just she snapped a little bit and she's looking for a way to cope, and now she's become obsessively.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is, right?
That's crazy.
She cracked all this information about her. It would be great if her and Akko could team up to like crack what had happened with her, because she's already like, has she not gained more information than Aqua has this whole time? Right? She like did some insane freaking detective work here. What the frick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is she gonna become like a danger to Aqua because she's like unhinged lunatic? She becomes.
That's why I was wondering. Yeah, like what does Aqua do about this? Right? Like I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, right? And there's this like girl, but he knows it's fake. He knows he's so infatuated with Aqua. Despite her taking a motherly role to him, he still is like, no, she's my type, right? Like his freaking old life had so much weight. So he's so infatuated with her. And now there's this girl that's like that. Yeah, there's a girl that's like that, but it's fake.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Not real.
And he will literally see her turn it on and off.
Oof.
At will, on command.
Yeah, will it appeal to him, or will he despise it because it's a mockery? I wonder, bro. That's so interesting.
Yeah, will he see it as a mockery?
And how unhingedly freaking what's the word? Attached will she be to him, I wonder. Right? Is this just for his well-being on the show to like make the show more fun, or is this going to have ramifications outside of that where her personality is like merging with this act she puts on because she becomes so obsessed with Aqua?
Yeah.
Right?
There's got to be some obsession with Aqua, dude. Like he saved her twice. Like I don't know. I don't know how far they're going to take this, how they're going to go forward. This opens up so many like not random, but like so many wildly different possibilities.
Yep. Yep. This is a good one. This is a good one.
I'm glad we do double episodes, but I was just like, oh man, if we only did 3, we could do 3 episodes.
Yeah, true.
But no, that's too much. That's too much.
Yes, but at least like this was like, I feel like this is such a good cliffhanger. I really want to see the next one, but it's not excruciatingly so. It's just like extremely intriguing.
Intriguing, yes. This is intrigue to the max.
Exactly. Yep. And so it's like, oh man, we get 2 episodes next time. Eating freaking good next week. Holy frick. Can't wait. All right. Well, let's get to some comments.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, I got a comment from Maneuverathan from Patreon. I nailed it. First try, not even close.
I think it's Manveruthan, but I could be wrong. Manveruthan, you've never confirmed or denied if that's a correct pronunciation, so we don't actually know.
So you're saying there's a chance. I kind of got it right. Very good. Anyways, didn't frick it up. The reincarnation age discussion is always interesting, even more so here with 2 different cases compared to Rudius from Mushoku Tensei, Jobs Reincarnation. Ruby especially I feel exemplifies how flawed it is to just add the years up between the lives and call it a day. True. She died before even becoming a teenager, having spent most of her life in a hospital without a real childhood, and seemed to quickly regress to a child in mentality, albeit a mature one, when given a second chance. Abso-freaking-lutely. I really like, especially that last sentence you had. She quickly regressed to a child mentality, albeit a mature one. That is such a great nuance to how her character was. 100%. I think this scenario with Ruby is so interesting, especially when you juxtapose it with what's going on with Aqua, because Aqua is just already an adult. And like we talked last time, but I agree. This conversation is so interesting because like she reverts a little bit, but he's like mostly the same. And the rate of like maturing that you'll have by experiencing the life of a child is going to be different based on like how much life you've already lived. So like, it's like, do you add his like 35 years plus the 15 he lives to an exact amount? Maybe you can in his scenario. Maybe it's only like an extra 10 years it would be because he was mostly like a child. So he didn't mature in the same way that you would have an adult mature in like adult maturing situations. So it's only like 10 years instead of 15. And then it's like her, because she's not as much of an adult when she got reincarnated, maybe she gains extra years than a child would in that time, but it's not as much. How do you quantify that? It's super freaking interesting to me how you would even begin to quantify such a thing. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. So the last part of this, I'll just finish up. I doubt anyone would really say she should be considered an adult at age 6, yes, in this new life, even if that's the argument people technically often make for supposed ages, while Aqua's situation is definitely more complicated. I'd say she's now more at this Ruby is now at 12 plus 16, I think. No way an adult. Yeah, it's just like, how do you quantify that? I wouldn't consider Ruby totally an adult either, even though technically, on a technical level, she's got the years to be a technical adult. It's very interesting. Super cool.
It's very much like a quantity versus quality kind of thing. Because like the life she lived years wise, if you add up the total years, you could technically say she's old enough to be an adult, but like mentally, quality wise, she's certainly not. Like there's something different about like your early years in life. I recently met a cousin who I had never met before. Like I knew of him and stuff, but like I finally got to meet him recently. And like we hit it off super well. And you know, it was great hanging out with him and talking with him and stuff. But there's like 10 years between us. And like I was like kind of thinking to myself, like, man, it's so interesting how like the older you get, like I could hang out with someone who's like 25 or someone who's like 45, and like the difference between me and them, like I'm sure there's a lot of things I could find in common and like relate to in that sense. But like if I was 10 years old and my cousin was 1, that is like such a huge gap mentally and mature wise. That doesn't exist now that, you know, we're both adults, right? He's in his mid 20s. I'm in my mid 30s. Like
20 plus, the difference in ages becomes a lot like less of a deal. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I wouldn't necessarily think, you know, at least for me, if I was like mid 20s, I could necessarily hang out with someone who's like in their mid 60s. Cause like at that point, there's still too much of a difference, right? But yeah. But like, you know, I don't know. It's just like an interesting thing of, even though the time difference is the same, the older you get, the like less difference that makes. And so when you were reading that comment, it made me think of that. It's like, yeah, like she's got the years, right? But like mentally, she's still in that like weird child phase where, you know, she's still a child. Yeah.
It's, I thought of, I would call it, it's age compatibility time dilation.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
The older you get, right, the more the time dilation kind of expands. The window for age compatibility expands. Like an 80-year-old could hang out with a 60-year-old, a 20-year difference, no problem. But a 60-year, but like a 15-year-old and a 30-year-old can't hang out because, like, even though it's 15 years, it's less. The dilation is too big, right? It's just, you won't be able to do something like that. Yeah, that's it's a very interesting concept. Yeah, it's very interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it's like the things that happen in life
for sure,
happen to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was like 25, I probably wouldn't be able to like have some level of appreciation or compatibility with someone who's like 50, right? But it's like, okay, well, if I'm 35, then I'd probably be able to hold a good conversation with someone who's 60, right? I'd be like, there's a lot of like more, there's more, maybe not a ton, but there's definitely, it feels like there's more kind of like, oh yeah, I can relate to this person a lot more now that I have. The dilation window just kind of freaking expands, I guess, not tracks. But yeah, so there you go. Well, we've coined a new term. That's, you've heard it here first.
Say it again.
It's
time dilation, age compatibility.
Age compatibility, time dilation.
Time dilation. There you go. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Look at the term. All right. Very good. Very good.
Let's go.
My comment is very long, so I won't read it. I read it, but I won't read it right now. And it's from Ozzy. Thank you for being a member over on Patreon. And it was just like reflections on our discussion about Aqua's mental state. About how about how, you know, he lives essentially to kill. And I feel like that was the motivation for him to do this extra stuff for what's her name? I keep trying to say
Akane?
Akira. I know it's not it. Yes, what is it? Akane. Yes.
Akane.
Yes. Like there is he's a good guy. Like in his heart of hearts, he is a good guy. But there was definitely that little bit of like, bro, I'm going to freaking stick the knife in this show, in this industry a little bit and twist as much as I am able to. There's like there's still an element of revenge
True.
in Aqua at all
Yeah.
times, even when he's doing something good, right? Even when, like, yeah, maybe it's like an 80-20 and the 80 is like, I want to help the girl, but there's that element that won't go away. And I wonder, I don't know. I feel like it's such an interesting element of Aqua's character. I don't know how it's going to fully materialize towards the end of the show. I stand by what I said, which is that I hope I want justice to come about, but I also want, through whatever that process ends up being, that he lets go of maybe like his desire for revenge. And he, like, you know, in the spectrum, justice is in the middle. Maybe, you know, like apathy or whatever is like way on one side, and like revenge is on the other. And I want him to edge back from revenge towards like seeking justice. And I hope he's able to like grow and find more things in this new chance at life to like hold on to and enjoy and find fulfillment from, while not losing his sense of justice, right? But we'll see. Right. We'll see what happens. That's
we'll see. Yeah, interesting. Is that the comment that called me naive, or was it a different comment?
Yes, that's the one.
I see you, Ozzy. Yeah, I think I was thinking about that because I saw that comment and I read it. And I was thinking about
and
that.
And you got depressed. You got super depressed, and we had.
I got super depressed, and these freaking flamers. Yeah, I just think. I don't know. I don't think it's naivety exactly. I was thinking about that because it's a good. I think it's fine to kind of speculate. I don't think it's naivety. I just think I see Ruby and I'm just like, I want Ruby to go live her like best normal life that she can. But for some reason, I don't have the same perspective for Aqua. For some reason, like I was bought in with Aqua in like he's just thrown it all away. Like his life, he's just like, he was already an older dude. He doesn't really need to go through high school. He doesn't need to deal with this, like getting a job and worrying about his future and blah, 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 because he's already there. This is like bonus time for him. So if he wants to dedicate his life and his freaking whole life's mission and everything and his time to like doing this, I'm just like, why not? Like go ahead and just do it, right? That's, I think, the difference for me is like, I'm not seeing him as like a guy who's throwing his life away and becoming obsessed with this. Like, oh, he needs to move on and live his life. It's like, well, but like, he's really what is he going to do? Live his life as like a teenager and then like go work and get a job? Like, he's already done all that. So like, he can do that anytime. It's not like he's derailing. Like, if he was truly a teenager, then I'd be like, yeah, maybe he should kind of focus on school and try and grow up and live a normal life.
I see your perspective. You feel like he's lived a life.
Yeah, Aqua's already there. So if he wants to focus on revenge, he's not throwing his life away and throwing his time away. He's already done that stuff. So let him get his fucking revenge, and then he can focus back on whatever he wants. Now, you may be right, and Ozzy may be right, that you know, maybe this is going to affect him more if he does focus it on in this way, but at least I can see there's a legit reason to being like, yeah, it's kind of fine that he's focused on the revenge because he's already done the segment of life. This is just bonus. So whatever. Frick up the industry, frick up those guys, frick them.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I do enjoy that bit of it. Do you think though that like I forget his name as the doctor, like I feel like that guy also had like aspirations and things in his life that were stolen from him.
Maybe,
like we don't
but his
see
aspiration
that in
was
the show.
Basically dating I mean, like we didn't know any other aspirations but that. He was already a successful doctor. He had his own practice, right? He was working at the hospital. He was doing well. He didn't have a family. Sure, he probably has aspirations of that. But like at this point, he shouldn't even be thinking about that because he's in high school. So it's like if he's thinking about the revenge stuff and working on that this whole time, then he's got like 10 years before he needs to even think about getting married and starting a family like he was, because he was 35. Even if he spent 10 more years doing revenge stuff, he would still have 10 extra years that he had before he died to work on this other stuff, to work on, you know, his life or whatever the frick, right? That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, it's fine. If he spent 20 years focusing on revenge, then he would still be in the green because it would be the exact position where he died. So it's totally fine.
So how do you see it playing out? Let's say he kills the guy. He kills his father. Like what do you think? How do you see it? What happens after that?
What's the next step?
Yeah, what's the next step?
He could do whatever he wants at that point. He could actually follow through on continuing to be an actor, or he could just go back and doing, medical practice.
So I think that's probably where we diverge or disagree, because like I feel like he does that, but if his like whole purpose has been single-minded on just that, that's over, and then it's like, frick, like it's not satisfying. Like what do I do now? Like I feel like he won't get the satisfaction from that.
Right.
I feel like he would get more satisfaction if he got justice while also having, a more rounded life.
Yeah, and I think this is where the naivety take comes in, and I don't blame anyone for thinking it. Maybe it is some level naive, which is fine. It is what it is. I think the reason why I feel that way, that I feel like he could go from doing the revenge plot to then doing a normal life, is because right now his personality is super monotone and super kind of one note because he's so focused on this one thing. So it just feels like he could do that to me. I think that's the biggest thing, is like I feel like he could do this and then turn around and be the same kind of monotone-ish doctor. We didn't get to see much of him as a doctor, right? So it feels like this has always been his personality, has been this very monotone kind of way of doing things. We only saw him very briefly in his true personality, but I've seen him more in this monotone kind of personality. The other thing is I haven't seen it like affect him negatively, right? I want to like believe that like he's being like obsessed and it's causing it. Like I see it some, like we see it with the eye and we see it with the monotone personality and stuff, and that's affected him. But I feel like I'm not convinced. I think that's what it is.
Sure.
I'm not convinced.
You're
that
not
it's
convinced of
him.
his single-mindedness.
It's like
okay,
hurting, because like he's doing these other things, like he's doing the acting and he's doing the looking out for his sister and stuff like that, and like I don't see it like consuming him enough, right? I want to see the toxicity that comes from this so that I can be like, okay, maybe you should let this go, right? Because I'm not at the point where I'm like asking Aqua, I don't know, man, maybe we got to let this go. I'm on the point right now where I'm just like, frick yeah, bro, let's go. You're on board. It doesn't seem to be negatively affecting your life. Maybe it's negatively affecting your personality. Okay, sure, we could say that maybe, but I'm not on the point where I'm like worried about Aqua. I'm on the train with him of like, yeah, bro, let's go frick this guy up. And you're upset, and it's okay to be upset because frick this guy. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm just not convinced yet, I think, as much as you guys seem to be.
Yeah, I think the difference here then is like, you want to see the toxicity, and what I'm seeing is the lack of positivity.
Sure,
like
okay.
I will grant you that. I also haven't necessarily seen toxicity per se, but I'm seeing clearly like the lack of positivity. It's very neutral, and I want him to go towards the positive side. You got another chance in life, bro, right? And I do feel like, with how long the show seems to be, I think there's going to be 4 seasons, right? Like 3 already out, and there might be 4 or something,
like that.
or maybe 2 are out and 3's coming out. I don't know. I just feel like that's like the route we're heading towards, of like things are going to start getting more and more toxic. And I just fear that when we get to that point, it'll be empty. Right. It'll be empty. Because I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's because I'm seeing him right now. I wasn't before, but to some degree, I'm seeing him more as an anime character than like a full-on character, because he's become very kind of one note and flat. So he's very much a caricature of himself, which is good and bad. It's good in the sense of like, yeah, that's what's happened to him. He's kind of gotten fricked up, but it's bad in the sense of like my sympathy for him as a human character wise is less than I think. And as I see, and so that lack of positivity doesn't hit me as much as you guys are kind of noticing it. Though when I see the toxicity coming, I think that's when I'll start to like pull back and be like, frick, okay, now I'm not on board as much, man.
Fair.
You're like, you're making bad choices, you're hurting other people who are important to you just to get to this kind of end. And I bet you that's freaking coming. And it's going to be at that point,
maybe
that's when I'm going to start.
This is the inciting incident. Maybe seeing.
Sure. And maybe this is. Yeah, it may be. Yeah. So once I start seeing that, that's when it's going to start hitting me for sure. Absolutely. So yeah, very interesting. Thanks for comment, Ozzy. Calling me a naive little freaking. Just kidding. Thanks, man.
No, it's interesting seeing our differences in outlook there.
Yes.
Towards Aqua. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right. Well, great episode. Great episodes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see this 2 weeks at a time, check out the Patreon or the channel membership. Check out the playlist while you're at it of all the other stuff we've reacted to. Maybe there's something there that piques your interests. If you want to help us grow, hit the nice buttons below. But with that, we'll see you guys next week.
See you, buddy.
Take care.